Okay, so welcome back to another video in my eBay repairs playlist. The playlist of videos where I go on eBay and buy cheap broken electronics for usually below $20, but in certain cases I do have some exceptions, but usually below $20, and I try and repair them without spending more money on them. There are certain cases where I go above these rules, but the rules will be listed down in the description so you can read them. I forgot which video this is. I think this is number 5, but I'm not sure. But what we have here today is 5 Apple Watches that I got for the price on screen right now. I think it was $37. Well, it was $30 plus $7 shipping, I think. It could have been cheaper because it was an auction, but it also had a buy it now. And for 5 Apple Watches, and by the way, probably some work, for 5 Apple Watches and just some parts here and there, $37 isn't bad. So I just downright went and bought it instead of using the auction. But I could have saved some money if no one else bid it. But still, there was a risk that someone else could have outbidded me. And bought it now at the last moment, so I just went and bought it. So here's the listing to the original, the description, the original description. He said a couple of them don't update, a couple of them are locked, and a couple of them don't turn on. So I'm going to assume that the ones that don't update are the ones that are not locked. So if we have even one that's working and it's not locked, I'll be happy. And there, as you can see in this photo, there are 3 stainless steel ones. We got a black stainless steel and 2 silver stainless steels, a Series 1 and a Series 0 aluminum. The stainless steel ones are also Series 0, so 4 Series 0s and 1 Series 1. Also, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot if you want to see more content from me. Share it with your friends if they like similar stuff like this. And yeah, let's open this up. The box looks messed up because I sprayed it with disinfectant because, you know, you got a virus running around. You do not want to take a risk. Guess that's it. So these Apple Watches are missing their displays, so it's probably another guy who replaces displays and stuff. But I have tester displays where I can use them to be tested. Also, if I do find out that one is working, I can get a bunch of iCloud locked ones and take the displays off them. And will I ever use these? I don't know. I have way too many Apple Watches. I have like I have 4 Apple Watches now. And I really don't need more, but whatever. Because I usually aren't a person who sells stuff. I just, you know, I'm kind of a hoarder. But I do use them. I just don't hoard them. I use every single. I'm using my Series 5 today. And I was using my Series 1 yesterday. So let's individually have a look at which one is which. They're individually wrapped, so there are 5 of them. Let's take this one first. Looks like a silver stainless steel. So I do have 2 of these already, the Series 0 stainless steels, as you've seen in my previous videos. One requires a new battery, which I do have the battery, but I'm just too lazy to replace it. I've taken the watch apart, but I don't know, I'm just not getting to it as of yet. So here we go. So stainless steel Series 0. Do we have so the battery connector is there. The Force Touch, is it ripped? Yeah, so we have a ripped Force Touch sensor cable. Let me get my tweezers. Is it ripped or is it just tucked in there? I can't say. Yeah, there should be another piece hanging out for the Force Touch. So yeah, I guess we have a ripped Force Touch cable, so we'll have to replace that. The 2 connectors look perfect though, so that's a good sign. Everything else seems to be in order. This is this is the battery connector. It looks okay too. There's a bit of dust on it. I'm wondering, is the Force Touch cable actually ripped? Oh, no. The Force Touch is pasted to the... Okay, so we do have a Force Touch sensor. That's good. It hasn't come off with the display that usually happens. Now, when I took apart my Series 0 stainless steel, the Force Touch sensor came off with the display. It still was attached, but it was getting in the way, so I just ripped it off because the battery replacement came with the Force Touch display sensor. So I just thought, I have an extra, I'll just replace it. And I just ripped it off to get it out of the way. It was the sensor was in the box itself, so I didn't really care. I had a replacement. So that's good. It has its sensor. All it needs is a battery and a display. So physically, I'm happy with that one. Let's grab another one. I think this is the black stainless steel, the one that I'm hoping works, because I don't have a black stainless steel. So I hope this one works, because this is the one that I'll be probably putting a lot of time into, like, as using it. And I might spend the extra money to fix it. Because I found a lot of stainless steels, like those ones, for sale on eBay, but I don't find the black stainless steel ones quite often. And by the way, they're all 42 millimeters. What is this? I think this one, I think that's a 38. I'm not sure, but we shall see. So I'm really hoping this one's one of the ones that won't update. The no updating issue, I know how to fix that. It just requires a reset. And I hope its display connectors are in good condition, because I do not want to replace a display connector on these things, because you have to lift the motherboard out of the frame, and it's a piece of shit in general. It's really annoying to replace the display sensor. Okay, so we do have the display ribbon cable, the plugs, they look great. That's a thumbs up. We also have the Force Touch sensor again. Battery connector looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has a lot of scratches. There's a lot of moisture on it. That's because it sat outside for a bit too long. That's not a problem. So stainless steel. I'm sorry I'm doing it towards this side because I can see the watch clear. I forget that I'm recording. Series 0, black stainless steel. Okay, everything looks good on that one. So I guess this will be a slightly longer video, so bear with me here. I'm not going to fast forward it, because some people do like seeing every single step of the way. So bear with me here. You could skip forward using the skip button. So I think we have the aluminum one here. This is the Series 1. This is the Series 1 aluminum. Again, does it have its Force Touch sensor? Yep, it has its Force Touch sensor there. Is that... Oh, it doesn't it? No, I think it does not have its Force Touch. What the... Okay, so I've never taken apart a Series 1. That's strange. So, I think it does have its Force Touch sensor still attached. Wait. No, I don't think it does, but there's a ribbon here. This is the battery. These are the two connectors. They look good. I know it's the Series 1 because it says S1P. That means the updated S1 processor, and it says back here, Series 1 42 millimeter. I'm just wondering, there's no sensor, but, oh, is there a sensor? I really can't tell. And whoever tried to get into this watch has really messed it up, as you can see. He's really scratched the edges with probably use a steel pry tool, which is not an ideal thing. Well, you gotta use a razor blade for this because it's way too thin. But if you use something like this, it's just gonna bend and it's gonna be really annoying. So what's recommended is a surgical scalpel, which is made of stainless steel and doesn't bend. I don't know if this does have its Force Touch sensor still attached. That ribbon is there. I think it does. I don't know. I'll have to look into this one. Though it's an aluminum, it's no big deal. But one of these, the ones that don't work are just going to end up as spare parts. The ones that are iCloud locked are the ones that don't power on. If they don't power on, I'll look into why. But there's a chance that the ones that don't power on are iCloud locked. They're going to be useless, basically. This one's the gold Series 0 aluminum. This one looks also, all connectors look pretty good on this one. We have a battery connector. We definitely have a force touch sensor. All plugs look good. All buttons look good. Yep, it's got a lot of, I think those are bite marks, if you can see there. Probably a cat or something bit it. I don't know. 7000 series aluminum, 42mm case, ion strengthened glass. Again, all pins and stuff check out fine. So I'm guessing they all have perfectly good pins. And I'm assuming what the original seller did was use them as pads. He took the displays and batteries off them because these are locked or not updating or not powering on. So he probably didn't mess around with them too much. He just took their displays and batteries out and used them for confirmed working ones. So basically, he was selling his useless parts lot. But I know what to do with these, so I'll give them a second chance here. If the black stainless steel does not work, I might end up swapping its body out with one of my functioning stainless steel ones, because I really want a black stainless steel one. And yeah, I know it's a Series 0, but it's still, if it works, it works. So we have the other stainless steel. Well, there's a lot of weight difference between these two. It's obviously stainless steel is really heavy. So we have 42mm case, Series 1 stainless steel. This one looks really good. It actually looks better than my, hold up. It looks better than my stainless steel. Yeah, it looks better. It's more shiny. Well, yeah. Oh, it's got a lot of more scratches up top. This one is a different stainless steel that I didn't do a video on, by the way. The one that I did a video on is in pieces in my drawer because I took it apart. That one I didn't do a video because there's nothing wrong with it when I got it. I just got it as a good deal on eBay. I got it for like 50 bucks, even though it was perfectly working. Okay, let's see how this one checks out. Force touch sensor still attached, power cable attached, and all these plugs are also good. So we have 5 perfect, they look perfect, perfectly good looking Apple Watches. Now we shall just plug in a display and see. I'm not really sure what the hell this is, because I've never taken apart a Series 1, so I'll have to probably look it up. Because as I remember, the Series 1 and Series 0 have an identical sensor, hence the similar parts. I don't know why that one's just sticking out like that. So I'll ignore the Series 1 for now and just check these Series 0s. I gotta look into that though. I've never taken apart a Series 1. Alright, be right back. Alright, so I have my tester display here. This is actually from a stainless steel. I think this is from my stainless steel. Yeah, it's got the screen protector on. I couldn't find all my displays just sit in one box. So let's grab the one that I want to see the most, the black stainless steel, and let's plug it in. Let's see what happens. Well, I'll just put the wait. I don't know what I should put first. Usually it's preferable to put the display first, but I'll just go ahead and put the battery first. Screw it. Okay, so battery's in. Let's get it plugged in there. Is it plugged in? Apple Watch connectors are super fragile, so I don't usually force them into anything. I don't want to do this on camera. Hold up, I'll plug this off camera because I don't want to risk breaking that connector. I need to get closer to it. Hold up. Okay, so that one's plugged in and ready to go. It takes about 6 to 7 minutes or even more just to plug in an Apple Watch display, because you do not want to force it, because the solder joints on Apple Watches are not really, like, they're so small that they're really fragile. So you got to be really careful even when putting down something simple as one of these connectors, because they could break and then it's going to be a bigger hassle to fix them. So it takes a while. So you have to be very patient. So we have a working battery that's confirmed working and a working display. Let's see if it powers on. Okay, we are getting nothing from that. We're not getting a vibrate either. Maybe we just need to jump start it. Hold up, let me get a charger. Okay, so I do have my charger here. I'm gonna stick it under the table with some tape like that. God damn it, it got bent. Hold up. Wait, let me just get some tape and be right back. Okay, so we have that, and now let's place it on there, see what happens. So we're not getting anything. So sadly, the one with the black stainless steel one is probably the broken one that's not powering on. Let's give it a restart and see what happens. So I'll keep trying a few more things and update you on this one. This one is the one that I really want to work. But looks like, I mean, I might have to take it apart, and I will be taking apart, just take its body off, because I can use it on a different watch. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be one that wants to work. All right, let's jump to another one. All right, so I quickly had to get the camera out and record this. Let me turn the light off. The black one actually turned on after a few minutes of sitting on the charger. So that's a good sign. Let's see what happens. I hope this one's just one with a boot loop, or just, you know, it's not updating. So it definitely doesn't have a power issue. Let's hope for the best. I really want this one to work. Okay, so I'll skip to whenever it turns on completely. So let's jump to that. All right, I'm back, and sorry for the uneven quality throughout this video. I'm recording through my iPhone 7 now, because I gotta pair it with my iPhone 11. So let's go ahead and pair. Okay, so it recognized that there's a watch. Apple Watch, use your iPhone, yes. So now only can we see that whether it's locked or not. Let me just try and pair it there. Come on. I'm trying to align it with the viewfinder. Okay. So it says update your Apple Watch. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this one's not locked, and all it needs is an update. So let me just update it, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to be really happy if the stainless steel one is not locked. So that's great. So if it has this update issue, that's no big deal. Oh, is it locked? I'm not really sure, because it's still saying update. We shall see. It might come up with an error. Let's just see what it has. Activating this watch. Okay, now I think we can see if it's iCloud locked. Let's see. Activating. I'll get back to you, because this screen, I know this activating screen takes a long time, so I'll jump back to you. Okay, so unfortunately this one is activation locked, but that's okay. We can just take its case out, use it with and I'll probably end up swapping parts. I'll find the one which isn't activation locked, and I'll take its motherboard out and put it into this body. So I'm not going to do that on camera, but I'll do it at some point. So let's just jump to another watch and see what's up. So I'll just take another stainless steel one like this one, and we'll see what's up. I'm not going to try and get past this activation lock. That's not the right thing to do. It was either a stolen watch or a lost watch, so I don't know. I'll just probably swap out the bodies. All right, so I'm going to do this off screen again, because it's going to take time. All right, so let's jump to this watch. All right, so we have the stainless steel setup here, the one I pointed out before. Let's put it on the charger, see what happens. Oh, it turns on. And let's hope that this is one of the ones with the update issue instead of iCloud lock. We'll be pairing it to my iPhone 7 because the quality of video on the iPhone 7, especially my iPhone 7, is really bad. There's something wrong with this one. Since the day I bought it, it came faulty. So its camera has never been too good. The battery gave me a warning very early, like within 2 months of its use. And I bought this many years after it was released when my iPhone 10 broke. So something's wrong with that. So I'll just use it to pair it to this watch instead. Just skip this part. All right, so let's see if this one's iCloud locked as well. Let's bring the iPhone 7 close. Continue. Restoring. What does it say? Restoring. Never seen that before. It usually just jumps to pairing. Let's give it a minute, see what happens. Okay, so this one's also activation locked. So again, another pile of parts. So I'm hoping that at least the last stainless steel is not activation locked. I mean, $37, you can never be sure. He said some don't update, some are activation locked, and some don't power on. So I'm hoping, because I really don't care about these two. These are just standard aluminums. The stainless steel ones, I hope this one's good. So I'll just transfer all the parts into that. Let's see what happens then. Okay, so as usual, let's see if we have power. Oh boy, that's a big Apple logo. What's with this? The Apple logo should not be that big unless it's running watchOS 2. Since this, that's strange. This watch probably could be running watchOS 2 because I think on older Apple watches the Apple logo was pretty big. So we'll see. If it's iCloud locked on watchOS 2, there is a way to get rid of the iCloud, as I remember. So, I mean, I don't like doing that, but I mean, whatever. If I still could able to use this watch, I might give it a shot. Because that was a trick to getting rid of the iCloud account of watchOS 2. So let's see what happens when it turns on completely. Okay, so pretty strange. It just jumps to the English, the language selection. Yeah, and I think this is watchOS 2. Oh, right. This is probably the one that wasn't updating like he said in the description. So I think these are one of the ones that are not iCloud locked. This is definitely an older watchOS 2 or watchOS 1. Let's see what happens. So I'm pretty excited with this one. Hopefully, I mean, even if it's iCloud locked, I still know what to do. It just made a weird sound there. So this one jumped back to the English part, and yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure like what he said, this one was one of the funny ones. So I think we might have something on our hands here. Let's try and pair this thing up again, see what happens. Okay, start pairing. I think we might have something here. Okay, skip update and okay, update now. We are connected to Wi-Fi. So I'm guessing this watch has some form of software error. I possibly could reset it. There's a way to reset it without connecting it. I'll try and do that first. You gotta kind of bully it into a reset screen. Let's see what happens. Again, I'll skip this part. Okay, so it doesn't like to set up. So yeah, this is probably one of the ones that he said does not like to set up. So let's just bully it into a reset screen. Okay, so I think I might have found the problem. This is not running watchOS 2. This thing is running watchOS 1. And it's not gonna pair with a iPhone 7 running iOS 13. So we gotta bring out the old gun. Here's my iPhone 6. And let's pair it to this iPhone 6 and see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. It just does not like iOS 13. So what I'll do is I'll pair it to this, update it with this to 4.3.2, and then pair it to my iPhone 11. All right, let's jump to it. Okay, so we have the iPhone 6 set up and it's ready to go. Let's pair it. I hope this works, because I thought that was watchOS 2, but it turns out to be probably watchOS 1. I had to re-download the app because I wiped my iPhone 6 clean a couple months ago. And okay, so I understand now what he meant by won't update. So as you can see, this one is on watchOS 1.0.1. So this watch has been out of use for a pretty long time now. So there's nothing much I can do now, but it's not activation locked. It's just not updating. But that's okay, I guess. I can figure something out later. But now let's just move on to the other two. I'll take this one apart. Alright, so that's it for the stainless steel ones. We have the aluminum Series 0 now. Let's put it on the charger. If you're wondering how a stainless steel display would, the display from a stainless steel would fit on the aluminum, it's basically the same. The only difference is the aluminum had an ion strengthened glass, while the stainless steel had a sapphire crystal glass. But the connectors and stuff are basically the same. Okay, so let's place it on the charger, and we have a Apple logo. So it's a small Apple logo, meaning it's watchOS 3 and above. So let's see what happens in a minute. Okay, so this one was a surprise. This thing has no password and is already set up, which is quite strange. It's running, obviously, watchOS 4.3.5. So I guess I'll just go ahead and reset it. So this is a perfect working watch right out of the bat. Let's see, about Jeffrey's Apple Watch. Okay, so it's got 4 songs on it. So Mr. Jeffrey, whoever you are, you should be putting passwords on your watch. Okay, we are going to reset the watch and I'm going to pair it as new. Okay, so that's a good sign. We have a working Series 0 aluminum. We have a Series 0 stainless steel that will work once we get around this problem of updates. The fact that it's not letting me update it and it's not letting me continue my setup. So we have that problem to deal with. And this one, the Series 1, I figured out that the entire Force Touch bracket is missing, hence this piece hanging out there. That's where the sensor connects to. But we have to test that. But let's see what happens after this thing is done resetting. So I'll be back to you after this. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and pair this thing up. We have... Let me just go into settings and pair a new watch. So we're done setting up, and the 7000 series 0 is perfectly working. As you can see, 284 calories, and on my Series 5, if I can get that to zoom, yeah, so there's a bit of latency. Was it 294 284? Hold up. As it 284? It shows 294. That's it. But yeah, it's a bit back, but it still perfectly works. It's synced in everything. And yeah, I guess so. I have a perfectly working Apple Watch Series 0. Sorry about that. I have a perfectly working Apple Watch Series 0 that only needs a new display, and it'll be good to go. So that, or I might just take its motherboard out and put it in the black stainless steel. So I'm not sure. It's kind of risky taking stuff out of Apple Watches because you could end up breaking them, but we shall see. So now I'll just go turn this one off, and I will hook that one up and see what we have. Okay, so the final watch, which is the Series 1, is now set up and ready to go. Let's put it on the charger. See if we have any life. Yes, we do. So he said that one won't power on. Like in the description, it said probably won't power on or so and so. But all of them did power on. So I was assuming that this one, the one that works perfectly now, had just a dead battery, and that's why it didn't power on. So all of them do power on. It's just some of them are iCloud locked. 2 of them, as of now, are iCloud locked. 2 are good to go. 1 just needs a bit of fooling around with just to get it past that update issue, but I'll figure that out eventually. and this one, we'll see what happens. So this one is basically another, it's identical to my series one, which is right here. This is my series one. I did a video on this. The video will be in my channel. You can go check it out. I got it for like 23 bucks, and it's one of my daily drivers when my series 5 battery is low. It has an excellent battery, though it's original battery. It is its original battery. It had an issue with a line across the screen like that, so the original owner probably threw it out pretty early in its lifetime. But I still use it perfectly. That line does not bother me. So I'll skip to when this is done loading up. So we're ready to pair. Let's see if this thing pairs as well. Maybe we'll get double the luck. So it appears as set up. English. Ooh, you've reached your pairing limit. Okay, so I've reached my pairing limit. I can't pair anymore Apple Watches because I have 5 already set up. So I guess I'll have to switch to my iPhone 7. Hold up. So let's set up with my iPhone 7. Continue. Let's let it do its thing there. So I switched to recording with my iPhone 11 because I already have 5 Apple Watches paired to it. So I guess you can't pair more than 5. Let's see if we get lucky with this one. I also have to say again over there, the scratch, and whoever took this apart has severely damaged the edges here. So the chances of this Apple Watch being waterproof again at some point are just out of the door right now because water is going to get in through there. So I mean, if you don't have the right tools, don't take stuff apart because you're just going to damage it. The only thing you need to take apart an Apple Watch, and the only thing you ever need, is a scalpel. If you don't have one of these, you shouldn't be taking apart an Apple Watch. Because if you try to go in with this, it's just gonna bend, and it's not gonna do a proper job. Yeah, so you should have a scalpel. If you don't have a scalpel, don't even try. Sorry about the bad lighting. It's becoming pretty dark. Maybe I should turn this light on. There we go. Ooh, too bright. Okay, that's better. So yeah, again, if you don't have a scalpel, a proper surgical scalpel, don't try opening an Apple Watch. So it's checking for updates. Let's skip to it when it's done. So we have Watch OS 5.3.5. So I think this watch is not iCloud locked. We shall see. Terms and conditions, agree. I think we're good. I think this watch is not iCloud locked. And that'll be great. So we have 3 working watches and 2 iCloud locked watches. So that'll be just perfect. I mean, sure, one is still a bit weird, but we shall see. I'll just let it do its thing and just be right back. So it turns out that this Apple Watch, the Series 1, is also not locked to any account. I just put in my details right now. And so we have another perfectly working watch. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the turnout. Okay, so let's now do a rundown of the entire video. So what we got from this part slot was 3 working Apple Watches, one which requires a bit more attention, but I'll figure that out, how to get this thing updated and paired, and 2 part slots, which will probably just act as parts for these. I had an idea of swapping this one's internals with this, so then I have a black stainless steel one as well. All they need now is just displays. This one needs a display and a battery. This one needs a display and a battery. This one needs a display, a battery, and a force touch sensor, which I'll probably take out of this because it's the same. The Series 1 and the Series 0 have very, very identical parts. So yeah, that's I'm really happy with the turnout. And we got a lot of good parts over here, at least $50 in parts. We got 2 really good condition housings. We got the digital crown sensor. We got the display ribbon connector sensor. I've already started to take this one apart. It took out some of the screws there. We have this sensor here, well, not a sensor, the display ribbon. Then we have the phostat sensor. We have the power button sensor. We have the Taptic engine. We have at least $40 or $50 worth of parts right here. And then we have 3 workings, 1 Series 1 and 2 Series Zeros, 1 stainless steel. So we have 3 working ones and 1 big pile of parts. So that's at least $100 worth of stuff that I got for $37. So I'm really happy with the turnout. So if you think that $100 is a bit too much, just tell me exactly how much all of this is worth in the comments. I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to keep them for myself. That's just how I do it. But I'm really happy with the turnout because I paid way less than what I got back. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and this series will continue as usual once all the other stuff that I ordered off eBay arrive. Also, stay safe out there with this coronavirus thing. Wash your hands and all that stuff. And yeah, that's it for this video. Please check out my channel, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.